In a major development shaking the Asian entertainment industry this morning, multiple top-tier Japanese media outlets confirmed that Jimin of BTS has officially ranked as the most mentioned K-pop idol across Japanese television, print, digital portals, and social platforms for October 2025, surpassing even active promotion artists and Japan-based idols. This ranking is not a fan vote. It is an official media index extracted from monitoring data across NHK, Fuji TV, Oricon News, Nikkei Entertainment, Yahoo Japan, and X Japan Trending Analytics. The result is decisive. One name dominates every sector: Jimin. Industry experts are calling this a visibility phenomenon unseen since BTS's prime years. What stunned analysts wasn't just the ranking, but the timing. Jimin is still serving in the South Korean military. No new output.
No TV appearances.
No promotions, and yet his name is being repeated on Japanese media more aggressively than actively promoting idols, a veteran Japanese music journalist said on Fuji TV this morning. Jimin is no longer operating on promotion cycles. He is operating on pure cultural gravity. 3 factors were cited by Japanese media monitoring researchers: his historical influence in Japan since Like Crazy era, his unmatched brand dominance tied to luxury, and global media coverage and emotional attachment fans labeled permanent royal status. Unique to him, even idols promoting with major Japanese agencies can't break the emotional bond Jimin has built. He is not trending temporarily. He is installed into mainstream culture. Yahoo Japan's trend analysis confirms Jimin has trended for 23 out of the 25 active media days of October 2025. Not just in K-pop categories, but in entertainment, luxury, military updates, and even national issue discussions. Fans in Japan call it the Jimin presence effect. Even silence from him generates headlines, documentaries, fashion retrospectives, and nostalgic feature reruns. Japan has been airing replays of Jimin's previous legendary stages, especially his 2023 Like Crazy and 2024 Tokyo Dome surprise moment. And unbelievably, those reruns are ranking higher in viewer ratings than some new-gen debuts airing this month. A Nikkei report phrased it sharply. Jimin is not returning to the industry. He was never gone. Japanese armies documented spontaneous fan events in Shibuya, Osaka, and Nagoya, fans wearing Jimin's military portrait image as a badge of honor, not as a goodbye. One fan interviewed on NHK said with tears in her eyes, "We don't wait for Jimin. We honor time until he decides to move again." This is not idol fandom behavior. This is royal monarchy-level loyalty. Korean analysts this morning acknowledge what Japan detected first. The Jimin comeback wave may already be forming before he returns. HYBE has not released a statement, but Korean stock forums have already started activity with coded post titles. JM25 is approaching. Investors know what this means. Several top Japanese analysts are predicting a seismic media reset when Jimin officially returns from the military. Projected outcome by Japanese business media: luxury advertising war between Dior/Cartier/Tiffany and company solo dome tour possibility. Record-breaking scale entertainment dominance before BTS full group movement. The phrase used was chilling. We are not preparing for Jimin's return. We are preparing for Jimin's takeover. This ranking officially makes Jimin the last remaining third-gen idol with stable mainstream Japanese media dominance. In an era where even new-gen groups fade after 6 months, Jimin is expanding presence while completely inactive. This defies every rule of traditional idol lifespans. This is history, not comeback anticipation. This is legacy in real time. As Japanese media explodes with Jimin-related coverage, industry insiders in Seoul reveal a critical development. HYBE is deliberately holding back any official statement, not because there is nothing to say, but because the timing of Jimin's return may already be locked behind confidential global partnerships. Multiple insiders from Korean broadcast planners report this exact internal phrasing. The Jimin timeline is not just a comeback, it is a coordinated global media launch event. This level of silence is only used by HYBE in moments where market shock is expected, not promotion, not hype.
Shock.
American entertainment trackers have now reported unusual license renewals for Jimin's solo performance rights across multiple major US broadcast and streaming platforms. including sources tied to HBO, NBC, and Amazon Prime Music. This is before his military discharge. This is before any comeback announcement. The US is pre-securing permission for future Jimin usage. Before the Korean music war even begins, a senior US executive described this with unsettling clarity. Jimin's re-entry is not K-pop competition, it is global entertainment market disruption. Normally, K-pop idols are introduced to foreign markets, but in Jimin's case, the foreign markets are competing to claim him first. Japan has begun aggressively re-airing his archival masterpieces. US media is quietly locking future contracts. European luxury houses are preparing post-military exclusive campaigns. This is not fandom movement anymore. This is a pre-war positioning phase. And the subject is one man. Japanese analysts have coined a new media term, the Jimin paradox, when silence generates more international audience retention than an active promotion. It is now publicly documented. Streams of Like Crazy and Set Me Free PT2 have increased again this October, without a single new post, teaser, or HYBE push. This is not nostalgia streaming. This is fear-driven cultural preparation. The world is preparing itself, emotionally and economically, before he moves. Entertainment economy experts are now revising 2026 profit forecasts, not for BTS, for Jimin individually. Analysts warn smaller agencies and newer idols may suffer total visibility collapse when Jimin breaks silence. A Tokyo-based economic forecaster said on live TV today, "A Jimin return is not a comeback. It is an extinction event." Japan knows it first. The US is preparing next. Korea is watching carefully, and the world is bracing for something that feels less like music and more like a cultural apex event in human history. According to insiders from Seoul's Broadcasting Network Planning Division, HYB is internally divided into two strategic camps right now, both fighting over the timing of Jimin's re-entry. Camp A, Global Shock Mode, launched Jimin instantly post-discharge, before BTS full group activation, to generate global financial and cultural quake, locking luxury, media, film, and AI partnerships in advance. Camp B, Grand BTS Return Mode, hold Jimin as the final ignition spark for a synchronized BTS full group comeback, the ultra-legend move. Both strategies are equally powerful, and yet, both begin with one absolute constant. Jimin goes first, because without Jimin, the world will not stabilize for BTS to re-enter. Cartier, Tiffany & Company, and Dior are now in a quiet war, and Jimin is the weapon. Luxury insiders report that Tier 0 campaign reservation rumors, highest confidential tier, have already been placed around the window Q2, Q3 2026, exactly post Jimin's military discharge. Why so early? Because Jimin's military haircut was enough to trigger 6-digit luxury sales spikes in Japan and China this month, with zero brand promotion. Luxury analytics are labeling Jimin as world's only post-promotion influencer, meaning his mere existence moves the economy before marketing even begins. This part is shocking and real. Military protocol insiders reveal that Jimin's discharge date handling may receive extra coordination, not because of privilege, but because Korean defense is aware his exit could trigger unprecedented foreign media activity at the military site. One official allegedly stated, "This is not about an idol. This is about global event control." This is the first time in history a musician's return from mandatory service is being evaluated as a geopolitical media event.